Assalamu alaikum guys. It's the first time I made like a proper video with you lot. I am Shazia Fit, and I have with me here today Munawarah.
Hey.
And she's gonna be behind the camera because it's too much fit enough for her to be in front of
You
the
know what I
camera.
mean?
You know. And I also have Yosr here. Yosr here. She's training. She's doing her thing. All right. So this video is gonna be about Ramadan training. How to go about it. I've asked you guys to drop me your questions, so we're going to go through it all. I just want to highlight the purpose of Ramadan. For those of you who don't know what Ramadan is, it's basically a month in the Islamic calendar where Muslims will abstain from eating, drinking, and sinful or disliked acts throughout the month. We also increase our acts of worship, ibadah, and remembrance of Allah. And our intention this month is not to diet, and it's not to, it's not to lose weight, it's not a diet, it's not to gain weight. So it's just important to really keep our intentions in check before we start. Are you ready, Munawarah, with the questions? What's the first one?
All right, so we got, when is the best time to do exercise? And is it better to do weights and leave cardio out, or can you combine both?
Okay, so the best time to do exercise, this depends on a few things. It depends on where you're at in the world, so your time zones. So here in England, we've got hella long hours. How long is it?
I think
12?
No, 18.
18 hours.
Bro, that's 12 hours daylight.
So we've got whole 18 hours. I think it's creeping up to 19 now. Theoretically, it would be 30 to 60 minutes before breaking your fast. However, that time before breaking your fast is really crucial. So you don't want to use it training and getting yourself ready and all of that nonsense. You want to use it to, sit down, make your dua, do your dhikr. Even ladies in the kitchen, don't be spending that time in the kitchen, please. You need that time before you break your fast to really have your alone time with God. Okay, so I would say at least 2 hours before breaking it. So you get 40 minutes in the gym. And then the rest of your time is to freshen up, get ready for iftar. So if you're in a position where training before iftar is not doable, then your other options are to either train after or before suhoor. Okay, so before you have your your pre-dawn meal.
Pre-dawn meal, yeah. So majority of people with their gyms and stuff, like for instance, my gym that I attend, it closes at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. That's around, I'm just posing the question, I'm saying. So then what is my...
Girl, home workouts.
Home workouts.
Home workouts. You can do so
That's
much.
another question actually. Is it better to do weights and leave cardio out, or can you combine both?
Okay, cool. So types of exercise you can do. If you are doing cardio, it depends on what you're doing cardio for. The meaning of cardiovascular exercises, is exercises that trains your heart, okay? It's exercises that helps your heart work better and more efficiently. A lot of people use cardio as a means to lose weight and break a sweat. If you are doing cardio in Ramadan, don't do it to burn, okay? Don't do it to burn because you're already depleted of food and you're depleted of your sugars. So you don't want to
I don't like cardio anyway. Do you like cardio?
So if you're doing cardio, make it small, even if it's like 5-10 minutes max.
That's me every day anyway.
You can do a brisk, okay, just get your heart pumping just a little bit so it's not just on lockdown. So you still want your heart to work efficiently. In terms of weights, I would say do light to moderate weights.
So what, high reps instead of like heavier, going heavy and low reps?
Yeah.
So do high and light?
Again, I think that would depend on where you're at in your fitness journey.
Okay.
Okay, so a man like me, I'll go crazy and do like...
Madness. I mean, Prino, she definitely fasted. Are you sure?
No, but it's funny because I'll actually remember last week I was fasting, I was done with my set and I'll be like...
Like, where the water?
But I'll do it, I'll still do it. But yeah, it depends on where you're at with your fitness journey, but do go more, especially if it's your first time training while fasting.
Yeah.
Start nice and light.
Yeah, do what you're capable of.
Yeah, do what you're capable of. Body weight exercises are also really important. Make sure you don't lose your mobility, all that good stuff.
Assalamu alaikum. I used to go to the gym, but I would prefer doing some mild home exercises during Ramadan. What kind of home exercises would you recommend, and any specific healthy Ramadan iftar meals to recommend? Thank you. So the first question. Mild home exercise. Yeah.
Body weight exercises are the bomb. So that would include things like, hi.
Oh no, hurry up.
We can have your input. This is Yosr, she's super strong and she knows her stuff as well. So if you're doing home exercises, body weight exercises, push-ups, squats, core exercises, really important, like hollow bodies, plank.
Can you do imaginary deadlifts?
Yeah. That's a good one. So they're not imaginary deadlifts. So like you're putting your body through the ruku gains, man. You're putting your body through the motion of a deadlift without actually lifting any weights, and it is really good for your back, your lower back. Okay. It's good for your hamstring mobility as well. Okay. Your hip mobility. It's awesome.
Shadow boxing.
I'm not gonna go through a whole workout with you now, but you have loads of
training
options.
for that.
When I'm fasting, I do you can find anything on the internet. Just go at your own pace, and and there's a lot of yoga videos as well,
yoga's really good,
but you're still working your muscles, so that's all very effective.
Next part of the question, this I need help as well. Healthy Ramadan iftar meal. It's all about that fuel, something that's going to keep you going till to the next day and stuff.
Especially if you're working out during the day. Aside from Ramadan, in general, you want to be getting a balanced variety of proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Okay, those are your macronutrients. You want to be getting your macronutrients, which will come from your vegetables, your fruits, seeds, nuts, and those will have all your vitamins and minerals and essentials that you need to be getting in every day anyway. So during Ramadan, it's okay. During Ramadan,
it's Maghrib, you can eat.
I'm just gonna break my fast, be right back. Bismillah.
Some big ass. It's quite good.
Body power. Nice, I should have got one.
How much was
It's
it?
free.
Oh.
Shaz, it was probably free with your ticket as well.
Bruh. Anyway, so during Ramadan, you want to drink lots and lots of water, okay? You want to be sipping on your water at least, on normal day, you want to drink at least 2 hours a day, okay? So minimum 2 liters. 2 hours? 2 liters. 2 liters of water a day, okay? Download the water tracking app so you know how much you're eating. You also want to be eating a lot of fruits, hella fruits. This is my iftar, by the way, because I'm fasting. I'm not smart like you guys who have already replaced your fast. It's my last one. Want to have your fruits, and this right here, mixed vegetables. I've got aubergine, mushrooms, fake chicken. So it's not really chicken.
So what's fake chicken?
Soy chicken. And I got rice at the bottom. So sweet potato, mixed vegetables, and rice. Okay?
What type of rice?
It's brown rice. I tried to make rice and peas, but I didn't have red kidney beans in it.
So wait, where's the rice and peas?
So I had white kidney beans, aka cannelli beans, but it tastes banging.
Is that sweet potato on the top? How did you make that? What did you do to it? How did you prep it?
Just boiled it.
Oh, just no long thing.
No long thing. So basically, I'm gonna have.
Can we talk about the spices that you use in the food? A lot of people don't know how to use spices, you know.
No one asked this. Anyway, so you want to give yourself plenty of time to eat. You don't want to wake up half an hour. My brother wakes up 15 minutes before Fajr sometimes and just gobbles down whatever. Okay, you don't want to do that. You want to give yourself plenty of time to eat, at least an hour. And I break my suhoor up into 2 parts. First part would be my vegetables and my fruits and vegetables. Mixed vegetables or mixed salads or a bowl of fruit, whatever it is that you decide to go with. Have that, munch it down. nice and slowly. Again, you don't want to be rushing your food because you're going to sleep afterwards and it's not going to be nice. Slow digesting carbs like oatmeal porridge or cornmeal porridge or semolina, whole wheat toast if you prefer that. Sweet potato pancakes
With peanut butter.
with peanut butter, yeah. Whatever it is.
Natural, no added sugar.
Okay, so that's your 2 parts to your suhoor. Obviously, your portion sizes would depend on what your maintenance portions are, and probably be slightly bigger than what you would normally have for breakfast. And again, you want to be sipping on plenty of water while you are having your pre-dawn meal.
Cool.
So if you want to train before suhoor, it's a good time to train if you're up all night anyway. If you want and you don't have time to train before or after iftar, then use your suhoor to replenish yourself.
So you personally, this is a direct question, do you still lift heavy during Ramadan?
Okay.
If so, is it after you break your fast? I'm contemplating on how and when to keep up with my workout regime. So you've partially touched on.
Me personally, yeah, so during Ramadan, I don't train how I normally train anyway. For example, if I'm doing leg day, I'll do like lightweight accessory exercises on my legs just to help with my mobility and maintenance, okay? Once I've done my little accessory exercises, I'll either go for deadlift or squat, and I'll do like, I go heavy, yeah, I go heavy.
Beast.
But I'll say it's less intense because I'll rest more in between, and obviously I'll be careful with it. If I am training before breaking my fast, so before iftar, then I can afford to go a bit heavier rather than if I'm training earlier in the day. Okay, so that question is very specific to you. Really and truly, I advise to get you a personal trainer because you've clearly got a medical background that I am not aware of, and I can't really answer that for you right now until I've seen you move and see how you manage with exercising with your hernia. In terms of weight loss, I will post a link to Wellness Muslima's Ramadan diet plan. She just recently put, and it's free, completely free. She's posted something and it should be helpful to you, inshallah. Probably just put the link down there.
Assalamu alaikum, thanks for the possibility. Would you recommend training even if we fast around 19 hours a day?
It depends on your capacity, okay? So it depends on your medical history. If you're prone to dizziness and dehydration and all kinds of madness.
Okay, so you've answered this one as well. Best time to train whilst fasting, advised times.
So you can train after you break your fast. Training after you break your fast is an option for you. I advise you to have, like your fruits, a light little something, then go and train, and then when you're finished training, have like your proper meal, as I've shown an example of. The only thing is that a lot of you will be going to Tarawih, you'll be doing your night prayers, and your du'as and all of that.
And there's not enough.
The time in between is a bit.
Apparently, Iceland, they're fasting like 22 hours, so they've got 2 hours to break their fast, to eat suhoor.
But they're not allowed to be allowed to follow the Saudi time though.
I don't know. Allah,
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
Even some people here do.
Okay, I don't know.
No, it'll be like the imam or someone who will give the fatwa to allow it. So you can't just decide off the back of it.
Assalamu alaikum, sis. Okay, so we covered this as well. Hope you're doing well and in good health.
That's Amal, innit?
So, yeah, Amal Yosr. I think I know this.
Just ask the question.
So I'm planning to work out in the gym during Ramadan, inshallah. I've never done this before. When is the best time to work out? I'll be working also up until 4 p.m. I was planning to go gym around 5, God willingly. I've heard it's better to work out after you break your fast, but for me, I believe it will be impossible. Having worked the very next day, early starts. Also, I love going to Tarawih. Secondly, I have a half-term holiday coming up, which lands on the first week of Ramadan. I'm also going to be attending my normal classes, spinning, LBT, etc. Do you think I should?
That sounds like a lot of cardio. So I think we covered the earlier part of the question. In terms of your earlier class, I think that's a lot of cardio. And depending on what time, because you're fasting, you're already going to be on a deficit in your calories anyway. And the purpose of doing cardio for weight loss, if that is your goal, is to be at a caloric deficit. So if you're fasting, you will most likely be at a deficit anyway. So it won't be necessary. If it is before your breaking fast time, you can give it a shot.
Try it, but go at your own pace. If it's something that you enjoy doing, and sometimes if you're in a class, it's like motivational as well. Then like, you know, when you're on your own, and then
Definitely.
like, you were just lazy.
Definitely, especially in Ramadan, you are going to feel late. You will feel tired, guys. Let me just put that straight. You will feel tired. You will feel out of breath. You will feel thirsty.
Don't try to break any records.
Yeah. But it is also important to remember that, alhamdulillah, it's only temporary. We know exactly when we will be eating and what is waiting for us to eat. So
other people around the world don't,
you know,
so, you know.
So alhamdulillah, so that hunger and thirst that you might be tired at the end of your work day, and it might just be best for you to go home and sleep. So
have many more
just
rest days
again,
than normal.
going back to the first part of our video, just remember what your intention for Ramadan is as well.
Yeah.
Make it about the
trying
gym,
to,
even if you
Sorry.
cut me off. No, I'm joking.
Go on.
Even if like you don't, like, I end up just working 3 or 4 days a week max, like compared in Ramadan compared to like nearly every day on normal days, just because like you have other things you need to do. It's not your goal isn't just to train or to lose weight or use.
You've got a whole 11 months.
Of your life,
you know, it's just 30 days out of.
And we've got to make the most out of it, innit? Yeah. So Daily Muscle saying, I'm looking for some overall workout recommendations for my Muslim clients. So I'm guessing he's a PT. Timing for workouts during Ramadan. As she said, everyone's different, but what do you do personally during Ramadan in terms of like working out with your clients and whatnot? He's looking to learn from you, and thanks in advance.
Okay, cool. So I think we covered the timings, right? So I think it's important to ask your clients what they think is best for them as well, because everyone is different. So ask your clients and do some trials as well, okay? So don't go hard on them. For instance, if you are doing it earlier in the day, just ease them into it, see how they feel.
What do you personally do with your clients?
Oh, personally with my clients, you guys. Munawarah is my client.
Yes. I told her I want the last.
She booked up. She's booked up. So again, like, I ask your clients what they want as well. She's booked up like every evening. So that's all of my evening.
Basically, so I'm like, listen, you can train with me. It's
just
cool.
Right before.
But I need to get my. You know.
So yeah, ask your clients what they want.
Shout out to Shaz Fit Training. She's sick. She's too much, blood.
Next question.
Done the maddest difference. Allahumma barik. Okay. All right, so next, second to last question. Say, salams, I'm interested in a few things, like one, when to exercise, pre or post iftar, done that. Sit with like, they say, mention simple meals like dates and shakes.
Shakes, oh yeah, I didn't mention that. Things like shakes and stuff. Okay, so shakes are really good, especially if you got, like I said, you want to get your vitamins and minerals in, your fibers, all of that good stuff in.
Yeah.
If you find it bare long to just chew out your food for time, then chuck it all in a blender, drink it up, and you're good.
Especially for suhoor.
Yeah, especially for suhoor.
It's lighter for the stomach, isn't it?
Yeah, so you can
like oats in it. So.
Go on.
Fruit, oats, protein.
Yeah, like peanut butter, like with like
dates.
Especially you can prepare it before you sleep and then just wake up and drink
and then
it.
Just exactly. That's what I do for breakfast the day before.
So that's a really good one.
And then
that porridge might be a bit too to just eat. Just
in the shake and no longer. Question 2: type and frequency of exercise, strength or cardio or both to lose fat and keep fit. Some said focus more on strength. If so, any ratio?
Definitely weights over cardio. Even if you're trying to lose weight, because you're on a deficit. If you're trying to lose weight, it's gonna happen. So you're not overeating.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and no too much fried foods.
Yeah.
All them samosas, blood.
No samosas.
Avoid your cultural foods. Okay, like samosas, deep fried stuff. Nah. Okay.
And just remember, you're gonna be satisfied with whatever you eat, even if you eat like vegetables and chicken, you're going to be satisfied.
So see, if you live with your family, they're gonna most likely gonna make it anyway, unless you're like the woman of the house, and good for you. Well done.
Avoid it.
I'm not saying avoid it completely, but avoid it completely.
But just
Just be moderate. Be smart. So don't let it be the first thing you put into your mouth. Your body has been on shutdown all day, and now the first thing that you're chucking down is going to be some oily samosa. Your body is not going to like that. It is not going to like it. Okay, you want something that's easy to go down.
Yeah.
You know, something clean that will actually benefit your body.
Right, so late night ride says, Salam, we're fasting here like 19 hours a day, bi'idhnillah. I was thinking of going to the gym an hour before iftar, and when I get home to get us hydrated as soon as possible and the needed amount of protein, just wondered what kind of exercises would you recommend, compound or isolated? And at last, what kind of meals would you recommend? I forgot one more question. Should we bulk or cut? So
those of you who don't know, compound exercises are exercises that engage more than one muscle group. So for example, a squat, you'll be using your glutes, your hamstrings, your lower back. Deadlifts, again, your lower back, your hamstrings, your everything, your core, everything. So those are compound exercises. Isolated exercises like a bicep curl, which literally just targets your bicep primarily. With compound exercises, you can it's actually a good one if you're looking to shorten your exercise, your workout time. Okay, so if you've got half an hour in the gym, you can just speed your workout along because you're targeting various muscle groups. With isolated, again, it depends on what your goal is. So if you are in a gym for 5 days a week, for example, then you'll have time to work on isolated. And it depends how much time you've got and what your capacity is while you're fasting as well.
Okay.
If you are trying to bulk in Ramadan, don't. Because, again, you're on a deficit. It's just... Your aim during Ramadan should be mainly to maintain what you have right now, okay? Rather than bulk. And if you could probably cut.
True.
But
let's face it, you're not going to make any progress then.
It's 30 days, you're fasting for 19 hours.
And the whole purpose is not to base your life around gym and trying to keep...
It's one thing to want to have a healthy Ramadan because that's very important because then
you can't put on weight even if you're fasting 19 hours. It's still easy to put on weight.
Yeah, but then it's not the good kind of weight. And
easy to eat well anyway and feed your body nutritious stuff anyways.
Of course. I can't promise you that I'll be posting regularly during Ramadan because I'm just going to be in Ramadan mode. But yeah, if there is anything else that you think I've missed out, just ask me, comment on my Instagram or whatever, and I'll inshallah get through to you. But I hope this is helpful. Let me know what you think. Toodles! Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum.